20 years, this has been the scene. Snowy skies and icy waters. People dressing up, stripping down, and jumping in. Yes, this year will look different, but Special Olympics Ohio needs your help more than ever. So let's raise some money and plunge my way. Today, we are freezing for a reason. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining me for this special show. I'm Robin Haynes. We have one mission today, to teach you about Special Olympics Ohio and their efforts to get you to take the plunge your way. Now in its 20th year, the Polar Plunge aims to get the bravest of souls with the warmest of hearts to fundraise, then take an icy plunge for the cause. While this year will obviously look different, the goal remains the same. Let's start with a little history.
Back in 1968, it started with Eunice Kennedy Shriver, who wanted something for her sister Rosemary. So she started Camp Shriver in her backyard and had our first Special Olympics Games.
And thus, Special Olympics was born as a day camp for people with intellectual disabilities. That first meet took place at Soldier Field in Chicago with just 1,000 athletes from the U.S. and Canada.
From there, it's just branched out to be a world movement for all of those with intellectual disabilities. We're in 170 countries across the world now.
That is President and CEO of Special Olympics Ohio, Jessica Stewart. The first games, she says, consisted of just track and field, swimming, and floor hockey. Today, athletes compete in 19 different sports.
And our athletes range anywhere from 8 years old all the way up to 80. So it really just depends on how long they want to stay involved with the organization.
It's not just the athletes who stick around. Jeff Vermillion is the Senior Director of Field Operations, and he's logged more than 30 years with the organization.
I have a sister with Down syndrome that's actually been involved for the same amount of time I have since she's been 8. She's now 50.
Jeff's time actually began under the Ohio Athletic Association, which was then incorporated into Special Olympics Ohio in 1975. In '83, Jeff attended his first World Games in Baton Rouge, along with Gene Hollander, a local Special Olympian I recently got to chat with.
I got to go to the World Game in '83, and I did gymnastics on that. I did a body spin. I came in first place on that. And then I came in sixth place on the floor exercise.
So do you have the plaques and the ribbons still somewhere in your room?
I got ribbons, I got medals and trophies and plaques.
We'll hear more from Jean later, a woman who didn't meet a sport or a friend she didn't love. As for the World Games, it would be another 20 years before they would be held outside of the U.S. But it was there, in Ireland, that Jeff recalls his mic drop moment as a cycling coach of 10 Special Olympians.
We were walking back, this is downtown Dublin, we were walking back to catch a bus after the awards, and the street or the sidewalk was lined with elementary school students who all stopped us and asked our athletes for their autograph. And that was the ultimate for me. That was one of the best experiences I've ever been involved in. Whether it was staged or it wasn't staged, it was real. It was absolutely real. So that made the whole week. That made the whole week.
They were Olympians.
They were Olympians, right. Absolutely right. Yeah.
Because the truth is, these athletes depend on Special Olympics to help them compete, learn, and grow physically and emotionally.
It's funny because you discover no matter what country you're from, we all have the same goal and purpose, when it comes to dealing with our athletes. It doesn't change. It doesn't change.
And neither does the need to fundraise, which is why the Polar Plunge started back in 2001. The challenge is simple: raise money and jump into an icy pool. And while 2021 will no doubt look different, that doesn't mean it can't be just as, if not more, impactful.
It should be the easiest and the best year to plunge, absolutely.
And we're looking forward to seeing what our teams can do and how much money we can raise this time.
So what began in that Kennedy backyard is now moving to your backyard with this year's Polar Plunge My Way. We'll explain, plus meet an athlete who wants to inspire you to jump in.
This year will be my 4th year doing the Polar Plunge. Hi, we are the Heisen Path family, longtime supporters of Special Olympics. We've been coaching and supporting and competing for the last 16 years. We're here at Williamstown Lake about to do the Polar Plunge. And the reason I believe we all plunged is to show our appreciation and our thanks to an organization that has given so much to our family and so many of our friends. So, here we go. You guys ready?
No.
On 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
Whoa, is it cold?
Hello everyone, my name is Pat and I help do anything, so I'm gonna do a plunge. Polar Plunge. I'm Batman. Oh!
Go again, Batman!
Special Olympics Ohio is grateful for the support of their sponsors: The Basement Doctor, Sheets, IMS, Eastway Supplies, Bold Penguin, and Velvet Ice Cream.
For anyone who's interested in working for the Basement Doctor, I think you have to show up motivated.
It's a great opportunity. There's plenty of growth coming down the line. Definitely will never be bored.
If you're looking for a job that, is hard work, but it builds character, and you always want to stay busy and be able to provide for your family, you should come work at the Basement Doctor.
Basement Doctor's on the job.
Hi, I'm Ron Greenbaum, the Basement Doctor. We're all spending more time indoors. If you're looking for more room to homeschool, an extra office or bedroom, our finishing specialists will turn your basement into usable space. For a drier, cleaner, healthier, safer, more energy efficient home, call me now or log on to mybasementdoctor.com.
When the Basement Doctor's on the job.
Hello, good morning from Columbus, Ohio. It's Dr. Mike Janesco coming to you in the middle of a winter storm in my summer attire. You may be wondering why. It is time for Polar Plunge, and that means time to support Special Olympics Ohio. Please, to find out ways you can support our Special Olympic athletes, please go to SOOH.org or follow them on social media. I hope you do your own Polar Plunge or find it in your hearts to support us financially this year, 2021. All right, give it to me. 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Don't you want to join in that fun? I love seeing these plunges already. Before we get to the details you need, though, let's talk about the past year. Yes, the pandemic. When the world came to a screeching halt, nearly everyone and every organization had to get creative. And for a group like Special Olympics Ohio, their mission of keeping athletes connected never wavered. In the state of Ohio, Special Olympics is big. The roster here is 20,000 deep with a year-long sports schedule.
We've learned that sports is the avenue or the vehicle that we use to better the lives of our athletes.
The vehicle that drives their global movement to help people with intellectual disabilities feel empowered and included. They also offer healthy athlete initiatives and unified sports where a Special Olympian plays with a typical athlete.
In addition to all the other things, the great things that we do, I think what we really provide for those with intellectual disabilities is an opportunity to build relationships with their friends. It's truly the social aspect of what we provide as well.
You got a lot going on.
A lot going on in a regular year, and I will tell you, we miss it so much. We really miss it.
CEO Jessica Stewart says 2020 was a learning experience for everyone involved with Special Olympics Ohio. They relied on their computers a lot.
We've done that through virtual fitness programming activities. We have a fitness influencer challenge where athletes can either log their physical fitness activity on a piece of paper and mail it in if they don't have internet access, or can also do things virtually. So we've tried to meet them where they are. I think that's truly important.
And they also developed new partnerships, getting companies to donate PPE and make care packages for the athletes and local coordinators.
And in addition to just delivering the PPE, we have also included instructions on how to keep our athletes safe. So it's how to properly wear a mask, how to make sure you're maintaining social distance, and all the things that I think are an education opportunity for us.
To date, they've distributed more than 4,000 safety kits. They also joined forces with the Lindy Infante Foundation to create at-home sports kits loaded with free gear.
I think they struggle not only from a physical standpoint, but emotionally they struggle. So it's been a very difficult year. We've tried to do the best we can with virtual opportunities, and it's helped. But we're all anxious to get back to in-person training and competition.
And in order to do that, they must fundraise, which brings our attention back to the 2021 Polar Plunge. Because of social distancing guidelines, the organization is putting the plunge in your hands.
I think some folks are doing a slip and slide. Some people are doing snow angels. Some people are plunging in their bathtub. It gives people the opportunity to really think, be creative, and do things differently.
So here are the basics. Form a team or jump solo. Set a fundraising goal. Then any day this month, take the plunge your way. Then tag Special Olympics Ohio on social media and use the hashtag MyPlunge. And for those that still aren't brave enough, Special Olympian Chrissy Mott says you're welcome to join her cheering squad.
So my plan is to still go into Lake Erie. So if you guys aren't doing anything and you want to come out and cheer us on, I would let you know when I do it.
We can't wait, Chrissy. Here's to 2021 being your best plunge yet. And she is no stranger to the plunge, that's for sure. Up next, we'll hear more from both Chrissy and Jean, two Special Olympians from Ohio who love everything about competing, and we hope they motivate all of you.
Hi, I'm Mario Backrack. I am so thankful and so happy to be supporting Special Olympics. I'm going to be taking the Polar Plunge today. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Woo! You did it! You did it!
Hi, my name is Bobby Rydell. I'm with the Lake County Special Olympics. I am doing the Polar Bear Plunge / Height Bucket Challenge so that athletes like myself can keep doing the thing that we love to do. So I challenge you.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Special Olympics Ohio is grateful for the support of their sponsors: The Basement Doctor, Sheets, IMS, Eastway Supplies, Bold Penguin, and Velvet Ice Cream.
We work very hard to be a great community partner. So that means that we work very hard to give back. And we have a couple of partners at the top of our giving strategy. Special Olympics is the one that's probably been there the longest. Each year, Special Olympics, we donate money, we donate food and beverages, we donate volunteers. We create a lot of volunteer opportunities for our people to be coaches, to be volunteers during summer games, winter games, and yes, participate in the Polar Plunge. But the Polar Plunge it's a great event and certainly a worthwhile cause. We just love being able to provide sandwiches, fresh fruit, bottles of water, snacks, cookies, just to help keep those athletes going and to help make those really, really excellent events. I'm going to plunge my way by getting the kiddie pool out. I'm going to borrow that from my kids. I'm going to fill it up with some really cold water, throw some ice cubes in there, and I will be plunging in support of Special Olympics. So that's how I will plunge my way.
For my Polar Plunge, I'm going to dunk.
Hi, my name is Lucas Bradley, and I'm a Special Olympic athlete and leader from Brother County Special Olympics. My team name is Chili Willies, and here I go to plunge my way.
Hi, my name is Rose Cantor, and I'm the Logan County Special Olympics coordinator. And I'm going to do the Polar Plunge my way. This is for the Logan County Braves, and it's very cold.
Ooh, it's cold. Well, they are the motivation behind every plunge and the soul behind this entire organization. The men, women, and children that compete and conquer. So let's get to know a couple of them who prove that barriers don't exist when you're doing something you love.
I started Special Olympics in 1972, and the first event I did was track and field.
Meet Jean Hollander, a 59-year-old from Hamilton County, Ohio. She has competed in nearly every single sport offered by Special Olympics, from gymnastics to softball, even competitive cheerleading.
It made me feel good because we can do the same thing like the other people can do. And it makes me feel really proud that I can show them what I can do, you know.
Here's a 22-year-old Jean, the one in the blue socks, pictured with her Special Olympics basketball team. And she still competes today.
My favorite sport, I'm gonna say bowling now. One league I do is like the Special Olympic bowling tournament. And then the other league, I do the Unified Bowling League. There's 2 partners and 2 athletes.
Outside of Special Olympics, Jean spends her days working at the local VA hospital, serving meals to the vets. And although she's avoided doing the Polar Plunge herself...
Jean, have you ever done the Polar Plunge?
No, I won't do that. I don't think I can jump into cold water.
She's hoping you won't mind a little chill, so she can keep doing what she loves.
I love to anticipate Special Olympics because it gives you a chance to meet a lot of neat special people and a lot of friends, and you get to do things with them, and it's a lot of fun.
28-year-old Chrissy Motz, on the other hand, is no stranger to the icy plunge.
This year will be my 12th year doing the Polar Plunge.
We have seen a true increase in athlete participation. We know, we want our athletes involved. We want our athletes to take part in the largest fundraiser that actually supports them.
And that is not lost on this competitor. In fact, Chrissy has raised big money for her favorite charity.
I raised over $46,000 for Special Olympics.
And she also earned herself a title, taking part in the uber-difficult Super Plunge a few years back.
Because the Super Plunge is once an hour for 8 hours, starting at 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And I wanted to be the first Special Olympic athlete to be able to do the Super Plunge.
But when 8-foot waves in Lake Erie led to them calling off the plunge, Chrissy went into beast mode, grabbing the attention of a safety diver on site so she could finish her 8th and final plunge.
I did it. He took me down and I did it.
And she did it for all of them, every athlete in Special Olympics who relies on this incredible organization.
I see the benefits that Special Olympics did for me, so I wanted to give it to other athletes so they can get the same benefits that I did.
And someday soon, we hope all of those benefits will be back in person, and the support from all of you will be bigger and better than ever.
More than anything, what I want for our athletes is for folks to come out to our events, to be the fans in the stands, to really cheer on the great work, the determination, the spirit, the competition. I would love for more people to come out and really see what our athletes are all about. Because once you do, you will always come back. There is no question about that.
Fundraising and generous community members. Next up, a big supporter of Special Olympics Ohio is a name and face you know well.
Are you ready? Are you guys ready to do the Polar Plunge? Yeah. Here we go. Let's do the Polar Plunge. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Debbie Williams from the Southwest region. I'm going to plunge my way. I am with the 2022 USA Game Coaches team. Here I go, ready to plunge. Ready? Woo!
Hello, my name is Jackie Oney, and this year I am plunging from home for all Special Olympics Ohio athletes. Since it finally snowed here in Cincinnati, I'm going to be making snow angels.
I went ahead and just kind of made my own slip and slide, or of course you can use your own slip and slide if you have one.
Special Olympics Ohio is grateful for the support of their sponsors: The Basement Doctor, Sheets, IMS, Eastway Supplies, Bold Penguin, and Velvet Ice Cream.
Did you think I was gonna jump into the lake? Hi, I'm Betsy Bankhurst, president of the Basement Doctor and board member of Special Olympics Ohio. Join me this year for Special Olympics Ohio Polar Plunge. This year's socially distanced approach allows you to plunge your way. Whether you jump in a lake or a baby pool, dump a bucket on your head or run through a sprinkler, make sure you hit the record button, post it on social media, and tag My Plunge.
More important than what we do is why we do it. At Greenbaum Steyer's Strategic Marketing Group, we are passionate about helping you grow your business. Greenbaum Steyer's listens to your challenges and consults with you to create powerful marketing solutions. Whether you need to increase profits, build brand awareness, or take your sales to the next level, Greenbaum Steyer's is your strategic partner for success. So if you're ready to grow your business, visit greenbaumsteyers.com or call us today.
My name is John Periola, and I participate in the Special Olympic Polar Plunge. We are raising money for our team for activities and games for the upcoming season. This is for my team.
My name is Matthew Graff, and this year I am plunging for the Special Olympic athletes from home.
I will be taking a team to Orlando next summer to represent Special Olympics Ohio. If you would like to support me, my athletes that I will be taking, and the rest of the athletes at Special Olympics Ohio, click the link below and donate to support them.
Hi, I'm Jessica Camiotti, a Special Olympics athlete. I am doing my third Polar Plunge because I love Special Olympics and it's an important part of my life. I'm going to plunge my way to help raise money for my team, Kahana Special Olympics. Okay, time to freeze.
Bottom line is this: the Polar Plunge is a fundraiser, a fun challenge with the ultimate goal of raising money for Special Olympics Ohio. From individuals to teams to corporations, it is all about supporting the cause.
It's a great way for people who didn't want to participate previously in the actual plunge to get involved this year. So I'm real excited about it.
You probably recognize this man, Ron Greenbaum, aka the Basement Doctor. And what he's excited about is this year's Polar Plunge My Way, benefiting Special Olympics.
Everybody can participate. Even at this time, my daughter, who would never jump in, during, again, the really cold weather of January into the tank, I think she'll do something.
The daughter he's referring to was the catalyst for his relationship and support of Special Olympics Ohio, an organization that itself supports more than 20,000 athletes in the state of Ohio alone, all with intellectual disabilities.
It started a long time ago because I have a daughter that's a Special Olympic athlete, and she has done everything from gymnastics to bowling to swimming to basketball to cheerleading. I mean, she's done it every year for probably 25, 28 years now. And so I've gotten to see and met a lot of the athletes, and it's just an incredible experience.
And Ron himself has been plunging his support literally for nearly a decade, because this business owner understands the needs and benefits of the organization, especially over the past year.
And a lot of them, unfortunately, suffer dual diagnosis, both physical and mentally, and so this year more than ever, we want to keep people involved. Mental illness and the pandemic, unfortunately, run hand in hand, and especially if it's a challenged individual.
To do that, Special Olympics Ohio transitioned to virtual programming for their athletes, something his daughter has taken full advantage of.
In fact, last night she called my wife and talked about an experience she had just literally had where they'd done some Zumba, and also and again, she had a hard time describing it exactly, but I think she was looking through a telescope virtually, and so they're keeping them involved. There's a different activity pretty much every week, and it's really fantastic.
To keep that going, Ron is hoping even more people will choose to Polar Plunge My Way this year. A year when you can literally do anything you want to raise money for Special Olympics Ohio. Money, he says, that goes directly where it should.
Right now, people need a lot of different things. And I could just tell you this, it's money well spent because it saves a human being who really needs help that don't necessarily have the voice that a lot of other charities or people have. And that's why I get involved with who I do. I want to give a voice to these athletes and to people with special needs.
As for Ron's big plunge, well, he plans to do that just like everything else he does in life.
You know, I think it's going to be big. I will put it to you this way. It's big. I'm in negotiations with a polar bear. Let's put it that way.
Oh, polar bear or not, I am sure it is going to be awesome. And you can join in the fun too. All month long, you can Polar Plunge My Way to benefit Special Olympics Ohio. To get started, go to SOOH.org. Sign up and start raising money. Then choose how you want to mark this occasion. Set up a baby pool in your backyard, slip and slide into a bucket of ice, or run into the Scioto. Whatever you do, be sure to record it and share it on social media. Tag Special Olympics Ohio with the hashtag MyPlunge. So get started today. And on behalf of all the athletes at Special Olympics Ohio, we can't wait to see you plunge.
3, 2, 1.
Three, two, one.
1, 2, 3. Woo! You did it! You did it!
All right, we're doing the 2021 Polar Plunge. I do this for Matthew Graff, and it's because I was left unsupervised. Oh! Yeah.
Go!
Ready? 2, 1. Oh my God! Oh! False start. 3, 2, 1. Gotta get the hard one. How did I score?
Time to freeze.
1, 2, 3, go!
This is for my team.